Hey, still working on that Highland Light Infantry kilt. When last we spoke, I was about to press the aprons, and I've pressed the old creases out of them. They've largely disappeared. There's a little bit of damage here, which was done by the person who made the kilt. Caught a yarn, too few yarns with a thread, and pulled the yarn out of the cloth. And so I'm lengthening the fell to suit this fellow's measurements, but I've run into a bit of a snag because it seems, as we can see here, see how the seams are opening up. And we see more here. Basically, it's been all the way across. Yeah, there's a couple of reasons for it. The original stitches were a little too loose, not enough stitches per inch, and they've pulled a little bit. So I'm pretty much reduced to re-sewing all of these. So that's what I've done. It's 27 pleats. So I just started it, and I always work from left to right because the pleats underneath lie in this direction. So by sewing in this direction, I'm not going to gather material I'm not going to sew down material that's in a wrong spot, which would result in a bump sort of thing. So I'm going to finish doing this. I'm going to open up a new buttonhole because remember last time I was worried about what I was going to find in this nightmare on the inside. But two reasons. The original buttonhole is a bit eroded. The cloth is worn, and I can't really fix that. So I've dropped a pleat, and that will allow me a fresh buttonhole. Now I still don't have a very big seam allowance here. It's a little bit bigger than what I had before, but I'm still going to do that repair that I talked about grafting a piece on. But also the other thing that I'm going to do, because I've opened that up, is because of that seam damage, and because this is a Highland Light Infantry kilt, not a Seaforth kilt, therefore the center element should be here, not here. That's making other ranks kilts the same for Seaforth and HLI, I believe, was a budget consideration back in the 50s and 60s, rather than best practice. So with this opened up pleat, I've gained about 6 inches, and I'm going to shift the center line of the kilt to where it should be for Highland Light Infantry, and then lock it and re-sew it. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press, I already have done on this side, but I have to press it a second time, is the last pleat on each side becomes a knife pleat rather than a box pleat. And this has been sewn as a box pleat, or pressed as a box pleat, but the problem is with use, it eventually loses its press and turns itself back into a knife pleat. So I'm going to press it back into, or press it into what it should have been from the beginning. Do the same on this side. When I finish doing this and the buttonhole, I'll flip it over, and then I'll proceed as though I was building new. Canvas will go in, the new top bands, and we'll carry on as before. I won't continue this series unless I find something new and remarkable I think you shouldn't see. I will, however, post a vid when the thing's complete so you can see the change from before and after. Thank you.